City authorities ruled the death a suicide last week, even though several aspects of his autopsy clash with that interpretation. Dr. Mark Siegel is a Fox medical contributor, frequent guest on the show. We're happy to have him tonight. Doctor, what do you make of this ruling by New York medical authorities?
Well, Tucker, good evening. I don't have any reason to directly contest the ruling from the medical examiner's office, but I will say this. There are several irregularities attached to this. To start with, the pathologist who did the autopsy did not rule it a suicide a week before. She hadn't decided yet. She was waiting for more information to come in. Her boss ruled it a suicide a week later, despite the fact that there were three fractures in the neck. My inside sources have told me there was hemorrhaging in the neck. I've also heard that there were some bruising. So I'm wondering at the speed with which this was changed. A week is not that long a time to suddenly go from undecided to suicide. So what information did they have? I have to tell you, I'm waiting for the autopsy report to be released, which the public should know we still don't have. I want to be able to look at it myself. I want Joe Public out there to be able to look at it and make their own decisions. Just the cause of death alone is not enough. I want to know what the contributory evidence is. I want to understand how come two guards supposedly fell asleep and then fabricated documents. This is a really strange case, and the Attorney General is right to say that there were irregularities here, not to mention the way the psychiatric part of this was handled, which is an utter disgrace.
So very quickly, Dr. Siegel, is there a good reason why we still don't have that information?
No, there isn't a good reason. We should have it now. I mean, the cause of death is a final stamp, but we need to have this now. It should be released. They were supposedly waiting on the toxicology report, but then, don't give a final cause of death. We need this information released now. It needs to be looked at by everybody so we can draw our own conclusions on this. Again, this type of situation, and I'm sure the judge is going to say more about this, is more consistent with a strangling. I'm willing to accept it as a hanging, but I want to know more of the evidence.
Yes, more consistent with a strangling.
Much more consistent.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Much more consistent. Remarkable. Another revelation in the Epstein case earlier today, just 2 days before his death, whatever its cause, Epstein signed his name to a new will. Judge Jean Pirro hosts, of course, Justice